I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Welcome back to the PC Engine Files. And this is Drop Rock Hora Hora. One night, Izumi was obsessed by somebody. Day after day, she has kept on sleeping without opening her eyes. Izumi, why? Why indeed? Oh, but this gets better. On the night, Muse appeared in Takashi's dream. The girl is in nightmare. Her dream has been dominated by somebody. As it is, she keeps on sleeping. Her soul world be enticed out him. She wouldn't be waking up forever. It is only you can bring her to herself. My power carry you to her dream. Put a spell on you, comma, ... And thus begins Drop Rock Hora Hora, one of the most English-orific games I have played in quite a while. It is a sweet fruit from which her dream, just a dream a girl, world have begun. World have begun? Yes, it has, my friends. The world have begun. This game is a breakout-style, Arkanoid-style clone made by Data East, but it's got a few unique things going for it. For one, you're not limited to the bottom plane of the screen. You can move all over, up, down, left, and right. Also, these fruits that you have to destroy are blocking your path for your ship to travel through, so you are constantly facing them, scrolling down at you in a bust-a-move style. And these power-ups that drop down can help you scroll the screen back, but the moment you come in their line of sight, they drop down towards you and kill you. So, you actually want to avoid them most of the time, because the only way to collect them is to hit them with your ball. You can't collect them with your ship, unlike Arkanoid, so generally it's not even worth it to try. You just have to maneuver your way through this nightmare world of fruit. And you'll notice at the bottom of the screen, I have a bar that is rebounding my shot back if I miss, which is very helpful, but that bar changes from level to level. Sometimes you'll get a static bar like that, and you just have to avoid the fruit coming toward you. Other times, it is a brick wall that changes color with each hit, and after a few hits, it disintegrates completely, and your ball can go straight through it. So this bizarre game, Drop Rock Hora Hora, actually has quite a backstory to it. Let me share a few details of it with you. Ahem. The game was published by Data East in 1990 for PC Engine and TurboGrafx 16. So yes, that was localized. And I don't know off the top if the English is any better in the localized version, but somehow I suspect they were probably lazy enough to just port it as is, thinking, well, we already wrote the plot of this game in English when we made it, so we don't need to adjust anything. It'll make perfect sense. Not so, Data East. Not so. Ahem. I return to the entry. This game is practically identical to Cluster Buster, an earlier title on the Deco cassette system. The player has the option of switching the direction of their paddle from vertical to horizontal during the game, and is free to move the paddle anywhere on the screen. This game contains 16 stages, split up into 5 rounds. It was released on Nintendo's Virtual Console in North America on July 30th, 2007, and in Japan on August 28th, 2007. It was released for the first time ever in Europe by Nintendo on August 3rd, 2007, also on the Virtual Console. The publisher was Gmode, which owns the rights to Data East's video games. The game was delisted from the Virtual Console in March 2012, so you had a 5-year span to buy this game on Virtual Console, or you could buy a physical copy of it in one of two ways. The North American localized version of Drop Off is neither the cheapest nor the most expensive of TurboGrafx games. It falls solidly somewhere in the middle. $24 loose, $36 complete, $70 brand new sealed if you're that kind of person. Or if you want the English-orific version, which is really, and I do stress this one in particular in this case, really the exact same game. You don't need to own the North American version of it for any reason. You can get a loose HuCard PC Engine game for as little as $5.38. Now, that does have $6 shipping from Japan, so if you want it from a North American seller, you can get it a little cheaper, $8.95 with free shipping. But would you want it? I guess that is the question to be answered here on the PC Engine Files. And let me say, this game, for the wacky introduction alone, might be worth it. And if you like Arkanoid / Bust-A-Move / breakout games combining elements of all three into one, there is some fun to be had here. $9 worth? Possibly. $25 to $70 worth? Maybe not so much. I would stick with an import copy of this game if you were really hard up to own a physical version of it. Get yourself a nice card converter, or, as I always like to say, demo this for yourself with an emulator or a TurboGrafx style EverDrive. Give it a little bit of a try first. It takes some getting used to, especially for the fact that the scroll rate is pretty menacing at times because you have very little control over the ball you're bouncing. And I know it says you can change the direction you're hitting it from horizontal to vertical, which is true. You press one of the buttons on your TurboGrafx controller to do that, but that doesn't really help you destroy the objects. You just have to get lucky hits like that where you break off a whole chain of fruit all at one time. And if you do that, you're in the clear, and if not, you're as good as dead. So I can't say this is a great game. I can't say it is a must-own game, but I can say just for that very terrific, just over-the-top introduction, which is hardly necessary for a breakout clone, this game has some camp value. Woldent. Not even wouldn't. Woldent. This is legendary as far as I'm concerned. It's on the level of things like, this room is an illusion and is a trap devised by Satan. Go ahead dauntlessly. Make rapid progress. Or, you have no time, make your time. All your base are belong to us. It is that level of just wonderfully, horribly botched attempt at turning something into English that did not work out in the English language. And it may seem like I'm taking the piss, so to speak, when I explain it that way, but I think it's so charming and humorous that I wouldn't want it to be right. I think English in old games like this is fantastic. I think it's value added. It's not intentionally added, but if you can enjoy something about a video game, even a bad video game, if there's something in it that just amuses you or makes you have fun, then why not go along with it? It's like watching old kaiju monster movies with cheesy special effects and horrible dialogue, but yet it's so over the top that you just get entertainment out of it anyway. That to me is Drop Rock Hora Hora. It's that level of campy, and I appreciate it for the wacky plot and the horrible English, and I think you really should give it a chance yourself. This game does have some fun to be had if you're into breakout clones, but I think it's also entertaining for the sheer campiness of it all. As always, thank you for watching.